Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Itzelka, and I wanted to share with all of you guys my story about my dress because it's really unusual story. It never happens like that with a bride, but it happened to me, and I wanted to share it. I wanted to share how good the Lord was with me in this situation, and I I wanted to encourage you to trust in the Lord in every circumstance that you're facing. And well, everything started since December because I moved from California to Poland in 2022, right? And I arrived at the beginning of December, and my husband proposed me like by the end, like after Christmas, he proposed me, and we didn't know the date, so I was like, I have time, to get going, get settled, start searching. But I moved to the north, and I didn't have anyone to go with me, and I wanted somebody that I trust, that I really cherish, and I didn't think about it in California, so I just didn't bring it from California because I didn't want to carry extra weight on my luggage. And but I never thought about details like who would accompany me, like I just didn't know the date, so for me it was easy to decide in that moment, right? And I received a veil from one of my best friends, like she's been with me all my life in every step that I've taken with the Lord, and she gifted me a veil. So for me that was like a sign that I was gonna get married, right? That the Lord told her, like told her to give me to give me as a present before leaving a veil, and she gave it to me before coming here. And for me, that was a sign it's gonna happen, Itzel. Like that's the last thing that you put to the bride. You're gonna have everything. If the Lord is giving you the last thing, He's gonna give you the dress as well. He's gonna give you the ring. He's gonna give you everything what the bride needs, right? And I was like trusting this, and I was trusting God in everything that He was putting in my way, right? And I arrived here, and as I said, I didn't have anybody to go with me and share this moment and cherish this moment with me. And I just didn't want my husband to see the dress, and I was like, oh, he's the one who can translate me, right? But in my culture, we don't like that the husband sees the dress before, right? So so that was like something really hard to decide whether. So I decided like to get it online, like from those dresses that you can use after someone, like a used dress. And I started searching because I felt like more like comfortable, like seeing the dress and just knowing that that's gonna fade. But of course I was wrong because you have to fit it in and they have to do arrangements. Okay, so I went to this website and I started searching for a dress, and I text this girl, right? And she never responded. She never replied. I was waiting, never replied. And my auntie from California, she was like, "Oh, have you seen any dress?" I'm like, "Yeah, like I really like one that I saw on the website." I mean, I didn't have anybody to go with, and I was kind of having my ups and downs because I was like, "Oh, I wish my auntie would be here, right?" And or someone that I appreciate, and like someone close to me. And she was close to me in the way that she was calling. She was like asking me like, what do you need? Everything is fine, like everything is moving forward. And she asked me about the dress, and I shared with her about this girl that she never replied. She was like, just show me the dress. And I sent her a picture, and she was like, oh, it's somehow similar to the dress of your auntie. My auntie passed away, and she was like, maybe I can bring it out, and if I find it, I can send it to you. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea, because I love my auntie with all my heart, and she was really important for me, and she is. And for me, that would be special, right? That I have somebody with me, like symbolically, she's present with me. And I remember that I was like, okay, just go, and whenever you have an answer, just text me back, right? Like, just let me know whenever you have found the dress. And that's how I, like, stayed. I waited, like, for a week and nothing. Nothing. And I was like, okay, I have to text her. I don't want to rush her because I know that she's working, she's busy. And at the end, I was like, hey, did you, like, after a week, I was like, I need to know about the dress. Did you find it? Or, like, because she was going to take the measurements if it was going to fit me, right? And she was like, oh, just send me the measurements. And I'm like, oh, I think she found it. But she just said, just send me the measurements. And I was like, okay. I started measuring myself and everything. And and I was like, so did you find it? Like, after some days. And I was like, I need to know, if you found it, because you just asked me the measurements. And she was like, you know what? I wasn't going to surprise you, but I went to this lady and she's making it. Like, she's a professional, like, how do you say, my love? Yeah, she's just making dresses, She's making money. That's her thing. Or I think she was making dresses in Mexico. She had like a bridal shop or something like that in Mexico. And she went to this lady. She is her friend. And she spoke to her. And when I asked her, she said, oh, this lady is making your dress. And I'm like, what? You said you were going to tell me about my dress, like about my auntie's dress. And you never, like, get back to me. What's up? Like, are you sure that she's making it yet? Like, yeah, she's making it. Like, I wanted to surprise you. So she's gonna finish it like in a couple weeks, and 2 months before the wedding, I'll send it. I was crying. I was like, oh, I can't believe it. You put your thoughts in it, your heart and everything. She went to choose a fabric to downtown LA, and I was like, oh my gosh, you have a lot of shops there. So she took her time to search for fabric, to search for all the materials for this lady, and the dress was making. So they finished the dress. I was so convinced that it's gonna arrive, everything. 2 months before the wedding, my wedding was in June, my dress was sent. 1 month passed, nothing, never arrived. We were tracking the dress. And then 1 month, like, after, like, in June, like, it already, like, passed 2 months, and June, it was here, and I was like, oh my gosh, we only have, like, 2 weeks. What's up? What was gonna happen, right? And the dress had arrived to Poland. But it didn't move from that point, from the capital, right? It didn't move from there. So I was sharing with some friends about my dress, that it was in Warsaw, and she said, like, send me the confirmation number, like the tracking number. I'll check it. I have a friend that it's working there in the airport, in the packages area, and I was like, okay, that sounds good, right? And she said that there was a lot of people searching for the package because it was, like, hidden. It just, they couldn't release the package because we didn't pay for something. We didn't, how do you call, my love? We didn't
pay customs.
We didn't pay customs because we didn't notify them that something else was in the package or something like that. So they had to open the package and everything, and we had to pay for this. And it didn't notify us, just the package stayed there. And it was, it was risking to send it back to California, right? But thanks God that the package was there, and she was able to take, have contact with the friend that works there in the airport, and they sent it to our city, right? And the friend, and this friend, she brought some money to pay for it. Somebody have gifted us this money to pay for customs, and so in this way, my dress was released, and it was released like 5 days from Warsaw, and then arrived to our city. So I had my dress 3 days before the wedding. My dress arrived, And my auntie had like already started like making another one with this lady. She bought the fabric and everything, and she was like, if your dress doesn't arrive, I'm gonna send you another one with your grandma, because my grandma was coming to our wedding. And they had begun like our dress, like my dress, like in before this other dress arrived to me, right? And so it was one miracle after another miracle. We saw the hand of the Lord, and 5 days before, prior to the wedding, the dress, I was like, I have to buy one, no matter. I have to get one, because the dress, I don't have anything. I don't know if the dress will make it on time here, like before our wedding. And the Lord was telling me, trust in me, trust in me. I give you the veil, I'm gonna give you everything. I'm like, okay, Lord, but every bride has its dress like beforehand, right? Like they have it with time. And he was repeating, be faithful, just trust me. And the Lord did it. He showed me his hand in the money for the costumes, in the dress. After I had 2 dresses to choose, I just wear one because the other one I had to shorten the sleeve. And the Lord was so faithful in everything, and this is how he shows us as his children that he loves us and that he cares for us. You just have to trust him, no matter if the water is up to your neck. The Lord is faithful. The Lord accomplishes everything. His goodness is with us forever. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye bye.